Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough. He is Joe Smith.
Hello. How big do I look on that?
Otherwise known as Joey Badass.
Joey Badass.
In the industry.
Joey Badass, a.k.a. Big Daddy Daredevil.
A.k.a. Joe Exotic.
A.k.a. Slim Pickens.
A.k.a. Not Your Average Joe.
Yeah. A.k.a.
Fat Joe.
Johnny Come Lately.
A.k.a. I Want to Ride With You, Joe.
Correct. How you doing today?
I'm all good, as you can tell.
Good.
By our intro.
Got a bit of team news coming up, haven't we?
We have got a little bit of team news coming up. That's not the only thing coming up, because we've also got a watch-along coming up later as well. You like that little segue?
That was lovely. That was really lovely.
Who's on the watch-along, Joe?
Me, you, Jay, Stephen Howson.
Oh, who's Stephen Howson?
Stephen Howson is a bigger fella lives in Manchester, talks about Man United all the time, and is our friend.
I heard he's not really Mancunian.
I think he might be.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Thought it was an accent.
Not that there'd be a problem with that.
No. As I would know.
Yeah. But we're going to be here for the team news, which should be released in 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Although Manchester United tweeted like 2 minutes ago that it'll be 5 minutes, so
yeah,
maybe they don't.
It
know
won't be
what's
5
going
minutes.
on.
It'll be an hour usually until kick-off.
In other news as well, Leicester City are winning, so that means
Still
we have to win, really. We're 3 points behind Leicester City, 4 points behind Chelsea.
Huge
with
game.
a game in hand. This is our game in hand. Leicester's goal difference is 30. Chelsea's goal difference is 15. And United's goal difference is
26.
How did you know that, Joe?
Because I know we were 3 behind Leicester before this and they've scored one, so there must be 30.
So when you said you were going to be the statter on the side, you were deadly serious.
I was incredibly serious.
Have you got any more stats for us, Joe?
Yes.
Go on then.
Not right now.
Okay.
1-0 Leicester. Obviously, it's a big game for us, that. But you can't really expect Sheffield United to do us 3 favours in a row. They've already beat Wolves. They've already beat Chelsea. I think let Leicester win that one. But I am concerned about that final game of the season. But this is a massive game today, isn't it?
Have you let go of third place now? Is it just all about finishing the top 4?
No, because Liverpool have still got Chelsea have still got to play Liverpool.
But did you see Liverpool yesterday?
Liverpool were shit, but they're not like at Anfield.
They are on the beach.
They're on the beach.
I don't blame them. They've won the league. If you've won the league, do what you want. I'm not going to criticise them because not us.
But yeah, Van Dijk passing it like he's.
They're going to do that, against Chelsea.
They might do that against Chelsea, but I don't think they want to lose that unbeaten record at Anfield. They're not unless they're nearly 2 years in the league. I think that will be just enough for them to maybe cut out a couple of those mistakes that they did against Arsenal, because they still battered Arsenal. Let's not forget they battered Arsenal yesterday. And obviously it was a couple of mistakes and a bit of good fortune for Arsenal that won them that game. So it's not like Liverpool were terrible. They had conceded loads of possession, loads of shots, all that sort of stuff. It did take a minute. As the team news should be coming in now.
Have we got it yet?
Yes, but it needs to be through the app because the Twitter, what they do is this fun thing where they don't show us the thing, do they?
Yeah, they don't show us the thing.
I
believe Daniel James is starting.
Daniel James seems to be starting.
No, he's not starting. So one person tweeted Daniel James in caps on the timeline, which made me think he's starting.
Yeah.
But then the team news has come out, and I can see it, and it is starting for Manchester United. David De Gea in goal.
Yep.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Ah!
What's happened?
Ronaldo's not starting, but Timothy Fosu fucking Mensah is.
What? Oh my God, against Palace as well.
Timbo Slice back in the team. So this is the full team. David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Fosu fucking Mensah.
Left back.
It looks like it, yeah. It's a bit weird.
Diogo Dalot.
Pogba. So McTominay's come in, and then it's the same front four. So Greenwood, Fernandes, Rashford, and Martial. So 2 changes to the team.
Diogo Dalot in tatters in the dressing room.
Fosu Mensah in for the left back. So Luke Shaw and Williams probably not available. Neither of them are on the bench as well.
Right.
Matic not in the starting lineup, but he is on the bench. Okay. Jesse Lingard returns to the bench. Woo. He's been away from the squad for a while. So that team news without the madness for Timbo is David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire. Yeah. Fosu Mensah. Yeah. 1 change in the back.
Incredible. 5. An incredible lineup that no one predicted.
McTominay.
Yep.
Pogba. Yep. 1 change in the midfield.
Yep.
Greenwood, Bruno, Rashford, Martial.
I think that's good.
So Greenwood starts.
Yep.
On the bench, Sergio Romero, Eric Bailly, the greatest centre-half in the whole world. Yep. Diogo Dalot. Weird that Dalot hasn't started.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Fred, James, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Igalo. I feel like they've put too many names there, but It is 9 subs nowadays.
You can see the 11 on the screen there.
On the screen now.
Quite stunning inclusion of Fosu Mensah. Do you think if Fosu Mensah hadn't played for Crystal Palace, he would have been in that starting lineup over Dalot? And I know that's a bit silly, but I think Solskjaer seems to have a little bit of that.
I think Ollie wants to play 2 fullbacks that played for Palace.
Yeah,
and
one fullback that
obviously.
Yeah, but I do genuinely think if this was a game against Tottenham or not Tottenham, maybe someone of Palace's level, if this was against Wolves or whatever, I think that Fosu Mensah wouldn't be playing.
Now, this Crystal Palace side have lost the last 5 games.
Do you like stats like that? Or are you
that worries me.
Yeah, same.
That really worries me. I hate when stats like that happen. And they have a habit of like losing 5 games.
And then winning 5 in a row.
3 and then losing 4.
Yeah.
Like
they were one of the best runs in the league before that run of 5. They came back from lockdown and had continued some pre-lockdown form with, I think they'd won 4 and drawn 1 of the 5 before that. So, like you said, I'm worried about Crystal Palace. They've got some decent players. They've got a pretty good manager.
Can you get the Palace team up?
Yeah,
or do they make you download the Man United app as well?
No. Let's get that up.
Let's hope Palace don't do that. So the team again for you guys, as you can see next to me and Joe, David De Gea. Mm-hmm. Or as what does Jay say?
David De Gea.
De Gea.
De Gea there.
De Gea there. Fosu Mensah, Maguire, Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka against his former club at Selhurst Park, McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial. So very little rest for those players against ahead of a semi-final
for that wicked front
on the
5.
Sunday.
Crystal Palace's team. Then they've got Vincent Gaeta, Mamadou Sakho, Joel Ward, Scott Dan, Patty Van Atty, Luka Milivojevic, James McCarthy, Wilfred. Do you know something? I always feel so embarrassed for commentators and pundits when they can't pronounce players' names.
Yeah, me too.
And yet Milivojevic. Yeah, he's one that I can't pronounce, and I am embarrassed by myself that I can't pronounce it.
James McCarthy, you can pronounce it when you don't look at the word.
Milivojevic.
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 You did it.
Milivojevic, McCarthy, Wilfried Zaha, James MacArthur, Andros Townsend, and their big boy Jordan Ayew, who is the worry for me. Zaha's the
Jordan Ayew
nice
like
one.
The one that while 2-3 defenders go to Zaha, he just pops up somewhere, skins 2 players and scores.
Yeah. Or he's the one that picks it off Pogba in the way that Danny Ings did the other day. Or he's got I think the 3rd most fouls in the league this season, Jordan Ayew, because he presses from the front. He's all over you.
Another
defenders.
stat.
Another great stat from the mind of Casey, who's off screen, who gave us that stat in the preview. But yeah, expect.
Are you just stealing stats?
There is no such thing as own stats.
I've been saying this.
Yeah, if a stat exists, it's because you noticed something that happened. If someone does a scientific experiment and you get stats from that, well, that's one thing.
Oh no!
But if you've seen something happen and you,
I said Rashford scored 21 goals first.
Well, who knows about that? But yeah, it's a strong team for Crystal Palace. Zaha, MacArthur, Townsend's again another one of them where anything can happen. But
is Up the Joe a real person?
No. Is a symbiotic relationship between man and machine.
It's just a fake person the BBC have made.
Yeah, pretty much. Give us your score predictions in the comments, then we're going to be coming to those in the watch along a little bit as well. But before we go, let us know what you think the score is going to be for this one. Huge game for Man United. Talk about must win. This is must win, isn't it?
It's must win, and Jeremy Vea has upgraded his membership. Remember, you can join Stretford Paddock by clicking that join button and checking out all the benefits that you will get. We've got 1,700 people in, but we've only got 160 likes. I need to see that on at least 500, please. And we'll use 1,700. Tell a friend to make sure they meet you at the watch along, which kicks off. When does it kick off?
7:45 with our pre-game show, and you'll see the little countdown, and we will be live for the watch along at 8 o'clock. But make sure you check out that pre-game show, because that's where you get the chance to send your score predictions in, to get featured on the watch along, to do all that great stuff. So make sure you check that out from 7:45.
You've been flying out with stats today.
Stats.
Anthony Martial obviously had scored in 5 consecutive home games. Remember that?
Yeah.
First player to do that since Ruud van Nistelrooy. But I heard if Bruno scores today, he does the away record of that.
Incredible.
First one since Ruud van Nistelrooy.
That the person, the sort of the constant throughout that stat is who?
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
What a player. But forget about him. Martial.
I'll never forget about you, Ruud.
Bruno. Yeah, Bruno's been brilliant since he came in, and if he can score another goal today, I think we'll probably win. I'm expecting a clean sheet from United. I'm going to go 1-0. What are you thinking?
So you're expecting a clean sheet, but you're expecting it to be squeaky
I think it's
going
to be a squeaky clean sheet.
I'm going to go 2-1.
It's going to be difficult, isn't it?
I want Timbo to put in a good performance, and I'll tell you why. Because, look, Timothy Fosu has obviously had injury issues. He's had issues when he's been on loan with injuries as well. He hasn't been able to get an opportunity. We know he's a talented player, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to see him perform well. It's very easy for a player to come back from injury, get caught out in a game, and you just never see them again.
Yeah.
Because of the knock-on effect it will have, especially the direction United are going in at the moment. I think when players get opportunities, we've seen it with Lingard, got an opportunity, didn't play well, was very rarely seen again. I think we're getting to that point with United now. So if Timbo, I know it's harsh to say, like he's just come back from injury, but he has to perform today. It has to perform.
Yeah, if this is the start of something for Fosu-Mensah, it has to be a good start, doesn't it?
Padwell says Timbo over Delo. Does this mean it's the end for the latter?
I think he's on a list of people that would be allowed to leave if the right offer came in. Yeah, I do think that.
Who else thinks on that list?
Jesse, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Marcus Rojo, Alexis Sanchez, maybe Pereira. But
isn't it incredible that they say Andreas is supposed to be?
Yeah, he seems to have been one that's staying.
Hey, you settle down, you're staying.
Maybe it's just a work rate, a wages thing. He's probably on half the wages that Jesse Lingard's on.
He probably thinks as well, like he's not going to force a move. He'll just be happy to be in the squad.
Yeah.
Is it good to have players like that?
I think it's good to have a couple of players like that. Yeah. I think that most teams have a couple of players like that where you know that they're safe bets that do a certain job for you, put the work in every time, and aren't going to kick up a fuss. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think you want a squad full of those players. But yeah, what's the team? We'll go through it one more time before we go.
David De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Timbo are the fullbacks. Lindelof, Maguire at centre half. Then it's McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood, Rashford, Marshall.
Stunning inclusion. Timothy Fosu-Mensah at left back there. But that front five, or front four, should I say, including Paul Pogba, is,
I know it's a common,
making a name for itself.
It's a running joke on the channel, but how good has Martial been in the last couple of days?
Yeah, he's been brilliant. And I saw a stat today, actually, that alongside...
Stat?
Yeah, another stat, because I'm the stat guy. Alongside Danny Ings, he's been one of the top increased performances in terms of average rating since we returned from lockdown. He's been well up in the high 7.8s, I think, for his average rating, which is much improved from before. So, yeah, he's been excellent. And Solskjaer said it as well. I think it was a Who Scores thing. Solskjaer mentioned as well about how much he's improved. He's become a proper number 9, which is the thing that everyone's been waiting for a few years, and he seems to be doing it. So
hard to do that when Mourinho's in town. And people take your number and force you to play on the wing and stop you from going to the World Cup. When you score 10 goals and 10 assists by December, you get dropped.
Luke Powell, thank you for
it's hard to do that then.
To becoming a first team member. We're going to be kicking out the first of the podcasts for the members very soon, so make sure you check that out if you are a member. And if you're not, click the join button.
Every time we get a new member, one of us will go, woo!
Yeah, we'll do a little Steve.
So if we can
Steve
get
Austin.
like 6
no, it's not. Who is it?
It's Ric Flair, definitely.
Ric Flair, yeah. Right, that's going to be all from us. We'll be back at 7:45 for the watch along. Only 15 minutes. No, it's not. It's 25 minutes.
And in the watch along, by the way,
if
you go over to our Twitter, you'll see that you can send in your videos, Match Day Paddock, and you could potentially be in Paddock Match Day. Yeah, but that's because you stole my hashtag Match Day Mac for life.
Paddock Match Day.
So you might not get in because it's you're cutting it fine for today's show, but remember, we do that before every game. So the first 15 minutes of the show is dedicated to the pre-match watch-along, pre-watch-along match show with Alex and them guys at home. And Tate's Team Talk. Have we got one of them?
Yeah, sure. We've got a Tate's Team Talk. Make sure you check that out before we go live on the watch-along.
Welcome to the first team, Liam Chappell.
Right, that's going to be all from us. We'll see you at the watch-along. Like I said, 7:45. Be there or don't. Milivojevic.
Timbo Fosu's having a party.
Milivojevic.
Timbo Fosu's having a party.
See you in a bit.